So we're going to identify the three parts and solve. 80% of 30 is what? Okay, so we know that in any of these types of percent problems, there's always three parts. Okay, we can write it like this. A is P percent of B. Okay, and the formula here is that A equals P over 100 times B, right? This is the formula. So essentially your job then is to identify the three parts, right? Which part you're actually trying to solve for and then sort of work backwards and then get the result here. And now you're going to be careful with the wording as well, right? So A is P percent of B. Okay, and you notice that this is not exactly written the same way, but we can sort of rearrange the terms, right? So let's do that, right? So 80% of 30 is what? Okay, so we can write this as what is 80% of 30? Okay, so along these lines, then what are the three parts, right? A is the unknown, right? We don't know that. Okay, of course here P is going to be 80, and B then is going to be 30. So once we've identified the three parts, now we can plug them into this formula. Notice here that I put P over 100, right? So the 80%, right, the P value, the percent is 80. So let's just plug these values in here, right? So A equals 80 over 100 times 30. Okay, and then using your calculators, we should be able to get this, right? So I can just rewrite that as 0.8 times 30, right? And multiply these guys together, we get 24, right? So 80% of 30 is 24. Now you can imagine, right? So just imagine, let's say you actually got 24 out of 30 on a quiz or on an exam, right? So what does that mean? It means that this percentage, right? Your percentage here is going to be 80%. So 24, okay, out of 30 is 80%. Okay, so don't be confused by the order of the wording or the values. Okay, so your job is to determine what the three parts are, plug them into this formula.